look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Water heater gone? Call Bryant. The price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. And in most cases, same-day replacement. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111.
Bundle up, bring your crew, and make this winter one for the books with Bachfest at Beer House. Enjoy winter brews that will tangle with your taste buds, polka dancing, games like Hammerschlagen, Stein Stamina, and much more. Bach beer will be flowing, and sausages and pretzels will be available for purchase. Doors open at 11 a.m., and the party goes outside until 6 p.m. before moving inside. VIP tickets are $75, but just $5 gets you in the door. Buy your tickets today at beerhousene.com for this Saturday's Bachfest.
Hey, bestie! Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too.
My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own.
Always in the driver's seat, huh?
Yep. They set you up with the loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot.
Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop.
Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
This is a presentation of high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. High school basketball broadcasts are presented by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty, Members Own Credit Union, Sunbelt Rentals, Jimmy John's, Nebraska DOT Highway Safety Office, Lincoln Family Chiropractic, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Teammates Mentoring, and Play It Again Sports. Now, calling all the action, here's Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
Welcome into Lincoln Southwest High School as we are ready to bring you the final regular season game, if you can believe it, of the 2024-2025 high school boys basketball season. Nick Sainert coming at you. No Jay Foreman, he's out of town down there visiting family in good old Charlotte, North Carolina. He'll join me next Friday for what is going to be the first round of district playoffs. We got a good one on tap. The Omaha Central Eagles, led by head coach Bruce Chubbuck, in their 10-12 record, as I mentioned, going up against the home school, the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks, and their 12-9 mark on the campaign. The Silverhawks led by head coach Alex Bach. Going to be a good one, despite maybe what the records would indicate. The Central Eagles are on a roll. They are on a 3-game winning streak. Previously, they lost 7 games before that. Now, here's the deal. The Central Eagles, their season can be written in the form of run after run after run. Maybe it's not the best types of run is what I get. What I mean by that is earlier in the year, they won 4 in a row. Then they followed that up with 7 consecutive losses. But now they're on that 3-game winning streak. It's looking to continue that and hope that that charges them into a better seed, a better spot when the playoff or the postseason brackets are released in the coming days. They're coming in off of a win, most recently a dominating performance, an 81-54 victory over the Lynx of Lincoln High. There's 3 guys that lead the Central Eagles in scoring. Lennox Haynes with 14.5 per game, Evan Rogers with 11.5, and third in scoring. And the leader on the team for the Omaha Central Eagles in rebounds is Ike Ackerman, 9.5 points per contest and 6.7 rebounds per game. For the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks, trying to get a win before facing whoever they face in the district playoffs. They've lost 2 games in a row, but they played some pretty good teams most recently. They lost 80-70 back on February 13th, just a week ago yesterday, against Omaha North. Prior to that, last Tuesday, they lost 81-72 to a familiar foe in the postseason, that is the Bellevue West Thunderbirds. But those came in off of a couple of nice wins against Millard West and Creighton Prep before that. So it's been an up-and-down type of year for Alex Baugh and the Silverhawks, and they're going to lean heavily on a couple of their seniors tonight here on senior night. But their leading scorers, Uzziah Sanders at 19.5 per game, He leads the team in assists as well with just over 3 dishes per game. Micaiah Sanders, his brother, 17.2 points per contest. He leads the team in rebounds per game with 4.1. And the Lincoln Northeast transfer, Jackson Cruz, is third on the team in scoring with 14.5 points per match. So those are your leaders for both the Omaha Central Eagles and the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. We're just a couple of minutes away from tip-off in the final regular season game for both of these teams. Lincoln Southwest and Omaha Central on deck on a night where Husker baseball leads Louisiana 3-1 down in a little bit of a warmer weather climate. We're nice and toasty here at Lincoln Southwest High School. Stick around. High School Hoops on 93.7 The Ticket when we come back.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. And equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Hey, bestie! Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too.
My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own.
Always in the driver's seat, huh?
Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot.
Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop.
Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
And now, at this time, we ask that you stand to your age like we're too vehicular for the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, the anthem is being performed by Southwest student Avery Roosted.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Now we are back. Welcome into Lincoln Southwest High School. Nick Stannert with you just moments away from tip-off. Apologies for technical difficulties on my end here from Lincoln Southwest High School. But we got my man Jackson Kleinschmidt back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios, pushing all the buttons, making sure we stay connected. So once again, apologies on my end. Thanks to Jackson for getting us through there and calling an audible real quickly. All right, we're just moments away. Omaha Central and Lincoln Southwest. The Eagles 10-12 on the year, led by head coach, former Husker Bruce Chubbuck, against the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. The Silverhawks 12-9, and led by head coach Alex Baugh. Just a little bit of news before tip-off. The Southwest without Jackson Cruz, so 14.5 points per game, unaccounted for, and will not be active tonight as Cruz in street clothes, welcoming the starting lineups here on the floor. All right, let's get you rolling with starting lineups. First for the visitors, Omaha Central Eagles. They are on a 3-game winning streak, They will start number 1, Jalen Partridge, number 3, Braylon Owens, number 10, Elijah Wayne, number 11, their second leading scorer, Evan Rogers, and the leading scorer for Omaha Central, number 21, averaging 14.5 per game, it's Lennox Haynes. For Lincoln Southwest, led by head coach Alex Baugh, trying to snap a 2-game skid in the final game of the regular season, coming in off of a loss against Omaha North last Thursday. It's a senior night performance and a senior-heavy lineup featuring for Lincoln Southwest. Number 2, Isaiah Sanders. Number 10, Micaiah Sanders. A senior. Number 12, Kavion Reynolds. Number 14, Dakari Wilson. And the other senior on the floor for head coach Alex Baugh is Ade Impinen. Number 23 in white. Omaha Central wins the tip. They'll go left to right from my vantage point, sitting here on the near side of the gym. Omaha Central in their road black uniforms with the purple and gray checkers on the side of their unis with the gray letters and numbers outlined in purple color. 3 ball on the way quickly by Partridge. No good, just a little short, and it bounces out of bounds. The last touched, obviously, on the shot by Omaha Central. So Lincoln Southwest will get their first crack at it on offense. Just underway, 7.5 to go in the first quarter, as Isaiah Sanders will slowly jog it across the timeline, working right to left. He hands it off to Kavion Reynolds. Now here's Micaiah to his brother Isaiah. Isaiah to Dakari Wilson on the left side, top near the logo to Pimnimney. Now handing it right side. Here's Reynolds, thought about the 3, decides to pass out of it. Isaiah Sanders won't pass out on the 3-point attempt. He misses it, and back the other way we go with Central. Trying to throw it down the floor are the Eagles, and number 3, Braylon Owens, unable to complete the 3-quarter court pass, and it goes out of bounds back to the Silverhawks. So a little sloppy of a game here early on in the first 52 seconds. Multiple turnovers and some ill-advised passes as this one's deflected on the inbounds. It'll stay with Lincoln Southwest. 7:07 to go, first quarter. 0-0 your score. As Isaiah Sanders, he'll bring it across the timeline, working on Partridge, the defender. Kicks it out near corner, 3-ball. Reynolds can't get it to fall. And it will be the other way we go with Omaha Central. Down low in the lane on the block. Elijah Wayne passes out of it. 3-ball on the way. Rattles around and does not go for Omaha Central. So a couple lids on either basket for both sides here early on in this one. Top of the key, Isaiah Sanders passes right side to Wilson to Reynolds. Reynolds in the far corner, guarded by Braylon Owens. Now near the logo, they go with, that is Micaiah Sanders. Spin move in the lane, unable to get the right-handed layup to fall. And the defensive rebound cleared by Braylon Owens of Omaha Central. The Eagles riding a short winning streak after losing their 7th in a row just a few weeks ago. And a 3-point attempt does not fall for Elijah Wayne from the near corner right in front of the Southwest bench. And we are still goose egg to goose egg here in the early stages. 6:11 to play, first quarter. Southwest driving center of the lane, and we finally have our first bucket, and it comes from the left hand of Dakari Wilson. That is a 2-point bucket, and it's 2-0 Lincoln Southwest with 5:58 to play in the first quarter. So here come the Eagles. Partridge crossing over left to right, now throws it out towards the perimeter top of the key. Here's Braylon Owens. Braylon Owens hands it back to Partridge. Now near corner, Evan Rogers from the left side. Three-pointer, it falls. Evan Rogers connects on his first shot attempt, and Evan Rogers gives Central the lead 3-2. Isaiah Sanders trying to push the pace. His floater off back iron. Offensive rebound collected, but then thrown out of bounds by Lincoln Southwest. Micaiah Sanders trying to say that he was pushed out of bounds by Evan Rogers as he tried to track down that loose ball, but no whistle was blown. And so it goes back towards the Omaha Central Eagles. 3-2 in the early stages of this one. 5:24 to play in the first quarter. Evan Rogers with it on the right side. Takes the screen now. Pick and roll. Elijah Wayne layup. Missed it from the doorstep of the hoop. And it goes out of bounds off the tip. And it will be Lincoln Southwest basketball. So both of these teams had a little bit of time off. And it's reflecting that in the early stages. 5:12 to play and just one made basket for each side. These two teams fighting for better seeding as districts await them right around the corner. Those will start next Friday, a week from tonight, February 28th. And we'll have all the action for you here on the ticket as Dakari Wilson passes it left side. Micaiah Sanders for Lincoln Southwest trailing by 1. Up the right side on the perimeter is Isaiah Sanders. Gives it to Kavion Reynolds wearing some bright pink shoes today. Almost got his pocket picked. Now a reach-in foul will be called on number 3 for Omaha Central. That's Braylon Owens, his first. That is the first team foul as well on the Omaha Central Eagles. And so now Dakari Wilson gets the inbound pass out of the sideline inbound. Isaiah Sanders in the lane. Layup off the back iron. Offensive board is good. And Pimnon is able to get his first bucket of the game. And on the other end, he fouls Braylon Owens, or rather, that is not Braylon Owens. That is instead number 21, Lennox Haynes. So Pimnon, Ade Pimnon gets his first bucket to fall. But then he commits a foul almost instantaneously on the other end. Shooting at the free throw line on the Omaha Central side is Lennox Haynes, number 21, leading scorer for Omaha Central at 14.5 points per game. First one on the way, and it rattles around and falls for his first of the day. So I mentioned that it is senior night for Lincoln Southwest, and they had Ade and Pimnon starting. That's not the usual starting 5 for Lincoln Southwest as Lennox Haynes misses the second free throw. And quickly they sub in Jacob Hecht, as well as Hudson Meskers. Pimnon sits down on the pine. On the right side here is Micaiah Sanders for Lincoln Southwest. Micaiah working with 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Floater on the way, and he gets it to fall. Micaiah Sanders able to get on the board. He's on the board for 2. And here comes Omaha Central going back the other way now with number 2, Yasir Grixby, freshly checked into the game for head coach Bruce Chubbuck. On the left side, Braylon Owens, top of the key now. They hand it to Lennox Haynes. Pick and roll. They thought about popping it. Instead, Evan Rogers drives baseline and gets fouled from behind on the shot attempt by Jacob Hecht. That is going to be Hecht's first.
At the line shooting for the Eagles, Evan Rogers.
6-4 your score. Omaha Central trailing by 2, but Evan Rogers is able to make it a 1-point ball game with a made free throw, 1 for 1 so far. Evan Rogers will have one more coming up. 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the opening quarter. A fast-moving first quarter as the second free throw is also good for Evan Rogers, and so he ties this one up at 6 apiece. Kavion Reynolds breaks the press with the help of a pass. Now Jacob Hecht down low on the doorstep, hits it off the backboard, and it falls for Jacob Hecht as he's on the board for 2. And it's back to a 2-point Lincoln Southwest advantage at 8-6 with 3.5 to play in the first quarter. On the far side, here's Lennox Haynes. He throws it top near the logo. Now right side, it is Owens. Owens finds a cutting Lennox Haynes, absorbs contact, no whistle, and he gets the layup to fall. That is Lennox Haynes with his first made field goal of the day as Micaiah Sanders crosses the timeline, gets bumped, and it draws a whistle, and it'll be a foul on Yasir Grixby. 3 minutes, 13 seconds to go in the first quarter. 8-8 between Lincoln Southwest and Omaha Central. Omaha Central 10-12 on the year. Lincoln Southwest 12-9 overall. Lincoln Southwest coming in fresh off of 2 losses in a row, while Omaha Central riding a 3-game winning streak. Micaiah Sanders fakes left, goes right, now center of the lane, finds his brother Yaziah underneath the bucket, and he is able to lay in the easy layup for 2. It's now 10-8. Lincoln Southwest with a 2-point lead. 2 minutes, 52 seconds to play first quarter. Now getting his pocket pick from behind is Grigsby by Micaiah Sanders. Nobody in front of him, and the easy layup with the left hand, Micaiah Sanders. Throwing it up the floor as Omaha Central tries to push the pace. Here's Evan Rogers. Dribbles through a double team. Now lost the basketball. Southwest coaching staff wanted a double dribble. Now they get it out to Braylon Owens. He gives it to Lennox Haynes. Lennox back to Braylon. Owens on the left side. Down low trying to get the feed into Ackerman. Can't get it as the pass goes into the Lincoln Southwest student section, and it will be Lincoln Southwest basketball. With 2:26 to go in the first quarter. It's 12-8 Lincoln Southwest, and they have the basketball. Dakari Wilson back into the game for head coach Alex Baugh. Wilson working right side on the taller Evan Rogers. He did not fall for the shot fake, and he forced a traveling violation by Dakari Wilson. 2 minutes, 14 seconds left in the opening quarter. It's 12-8. So Yasir Grigsby slowly bringing it across the timeline. Bounces it. Now back to Grigsby. BJ Newsom into the game for Omaha Central. Here's Lennox Haynes. Fakes right, goes left, hesitates, and he gets his pocket picked. Taken away by Jacob Hecht. Going up the floor are the Silverhawks. Working through traffic. Missing the layup is Micaiah Sanders. Isaiah Sanders gets the offensive rebound. Finds a cutting Dakari Wilson, who kicks it cross-court. 3-ball. Hudson Mesker off back iron. Unable to get it to fall, and BJ Newsom pushes the pace with a pass up to Lennox Haynes, who will be fouled on the shot attempt. And Lennox Haynes will go to the line to shoot 2 shots, but maybe more importantly, Jacob Hecht, the Silverhawks big man, just committed his second personal foul with 1:39 to go in the first quarter. First one for Lennox, it falls. Lennox with another free throw on the way. Can't get it to go. Offensive board, BJ Newsom, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. So far, Lennox Haynes 2 for 4 from the charity stripe, and Lincoln Southwest holds a 12-9 lead with just over 90 seconds remaining in the opening period. A risky pass up the floor, and it's intercepted, but now a backcourt violation as BJ Newsom fielded it on the their own side of the timeline, passed it into the backcourt, and it was a backcourt violation charged on Omaha Central. Just one of those unfortunate plays trying to get the ball into the hands of one of your guards, and BJ Newsom turned it over with a backcourt violation. So on the left side, it's Mesker now driving baseline as Isaiah Sanders. He gets bumped and fouled by Trey Simpson, who just checked into the ball game a few moments ago. That'll be the third team foul on Omaha Central. First personal on number 5 in black, Trey Simpson. Baseline inbound, underneath thrown bucket. Here is Isaiah Sanders at the top of the key. Spin move in the lane, working on Simpson. Absorbs the contact and gets the bucket as Isaiah Sanders now has 4 points on the day, and it's 14-9 with 1:11 to play in the first quarter. Lincoln Southwest with a 5-point lead. On the left side, it's BJ Newsom guarded by Mesker in the perimeter. Bounces it top of the key, Yasir Grigsby. Grigsby down low, Ike Ackerman working on Impinen, and he gets the right-handed layup to fall. So Ackerman gets his first bucket of the day, and we are under 60 seconds to play in the first quarter, and we have a whistle and a foul on the other end. Yasir Grigsby gets called for his second.
Subbing in the Silverhawks,
48.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's 14-11. Nick Sainert with you from Lincoln Southwest High School. Baseline inbound for Lincoln Southwest on their end of the floor. Here's Dakari Wilson on the elbow, kicks it out. Micaiah Sanders on the left wing. Hesitated for a moment, now off the glass, gets the layup from the left side, and the finish with the right hand to go. And it's now 16-11 as Micaiah Sanders adds to his point total. He now has 6 of the Silverhawks 16. Trey Simpson working baseline. May have gotten away with the travel, but a long three on the way from Lennox Haynes off front rim. Bounces around, and Kavion Reynolds cleans up the miss. Passing up the floor, here's Micaiah Sanders. Steps right and left, and then finishes with the right hand. And Micaiah Sanders with another bucket as Omaha Central has the basketball, less than 6 seconds to play. Ackerman on the block, out to Simpson. 3-ball, short. Rebound cleared for a moment, and now it will signal the end of the first quarter as after 8 minutes of play, your score, the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks 18, the Omaha Central Eagles 11, as we put a fresh 8 minutes on the clock when we return. Start of the second quarter right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hello? Hello? Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with yourself for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is the start of the second quarter from Lincoln Southwest High School. 18-11 is your score. Omaha Central trailing by 7. They will have the basketball to start the second quarter, still working left to right. They get it to Evan Rogers on the right wing, guarded by Metzger. Rogers shoots with the left hand. He steps back, fires away from 3. Can't get it to go. And the defensive rebound by Lincoln Southwest with an outlet pass up the floor to Metzger. Metzger now hands it off to Kavion Reynolds near side, driving baseline as Isaiah Sanders gets it blocked at the rim, and it will bounce out of bounds. Stays with the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks here with 7:38 to play in the second quarter. 18-11 your score. Leading scorer for either side at the end of the first period, Micaiah Sanders with 8 points. Isaiah gives it to Dakari Wilson. Dakari Wilson into the corner. Kavion Reynolds pops the tray. Can't get it, but an offensive rebound as Lincoln Southwest gets another crack at it. Dakari Wilson from the left wing. Ade Impimnin is camped out in the lane, but it doesn't matter as he gets the layup to go with the foul. Ade Impimnin was camped out in the key for what felt like 10 seconds, but ultimately no whistle was drawn, and Impimnin will go to the line to shoot one more. That foul went on number 10, Elijah Wayne, his first. Impimnin's free throw. It's good. So the senior now has 5 points here on senior night as Evan Rogers to the far side. Now Elijah Wayne with it. Elijah Wayne bounces it inside to Evan Rogers. Rogers stops at the elbow, shoots with one hand, can't get it to go, just a little short on the jump shot, and here come the Silverhawks quickly pushing the pace. Micaiah Sanders to Isaiah, wide open Trey, can't connect. And the defensive glass cleared by Omaha Central. Partridge pushing the pace up the left side. It's Rogers now to Owens, back to Rogers, working on Impimnin. Now cross-court pass Simpson. Simpson in the near corner, guarded closely by Isaiah Sanders onto the right wing, down low on the block. Here's Evan Rogers, and the pass falls out of bounds as he tried to get it to Partridge on the other side of the floor, but it was incomplete. A little bit too much heat on that one as it's 21-11 with 6:47 to play in the second quarter. And Lincoln Southwest, with a 10-point lead, has the basketball. little bit of a low-energy gym tonight as the regular season concludes. Lincoln Southwest with the basketball on the right side. It's Isaiah Sanders in the lane, and a blocking foul is called on the layup attempt by Isaiah Sanders. The whistle is on number 11, Evan Rogers. That's his first. So now for Omaha Central and head coach Bruce Chubbuck, no real foul trouble outside of Yasir Grigsby, who is not a starter, but he has 2 personals. Braylon Owens, Trey Simpson, Elijah Wayne, and Evan Rogers all have just 1 personal foul to this point. At the line to shoot 2 is Isaiah Sanders. He connects on the first one with 1 more on the way. Isaiah takes a moment, and he connects on the second. So 2 for 2 at the line, and Isaiah Sanders now has 6 points on the evening. Braylon Owens with it. Off the inbound, 6.5 to play until halftime. Omaha Central, Lincoln Southwest. A trap on the near side, and Omaha Central has to bail out Elijah Wayne with a timeout. Bruce Chubbuck didn't really want to call that timeout. He unfortunately did because of Elijah Wayne getting caught in no man's land right up against the half-court line and the scores table, where any coach will tell you do not get trapped, and that's exactly what Elijah Wayne did. And so 6:25 remains here in the second quarter. We'll go ahead and keep it right here, an update on what's going down in Louisiana. The number 23rd ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers baseball team up 4-1 in the bottom of the 5th over the Louisiana Lafayette Ragin' Cajuns. They altered the schedule for that one. They will play 1 game tonight, and instead of playing 1 tomorrow and 1 on Sunday, they will play 2 tomorrow, starting on ESPN Plus at 1 p.m. Central Time between Nebraska and Louisiana. Huskers 2-2 on the year following a 500 weekend last weekend in the state of Arizona. 6 minutes, 21 seconds to go as Partridge has it for Omaha Central. Omaha Central trailing 23-11, and a foul on a attempted interception there by Isaiah Sanders. Isaiah Sanders, he commits his first. So sideline inbound here for Partridge. Partridge, the guarding the inbounder is Dakari Wilson. They get it in easily to Lennox Haynes, who hands it back off to Partridge. Partridge off the pick and roll. Elijah Wayne in the lane. Floater rattles out, and the defensive rebound corralled for a moment, and it bounces out of bounds. Last touch by Braylon Owens of Omaha Central. So if Omaha Central can't get something going on the offensive side, this could be a long one for Bruce Chubbuck's squad as Dakari Wilson stops right before the timeline, passes it over the top, now gets it back from Micaiah Sanders. On the left side, it's Kavion Reynolds. He'll pop the tray left wing, and it was halfway down and then bounced out like a 4-foot putt. And now Evan Rogers in the lane, gets it to fall. Left-handed layup, Evan Rogers. Quickly, the other way we go with Micaiah Sanders to Dakari Wilson, finds Kavion Reynolds, kicks it out, inside-out game as taking the bump was Micaiah Sanders, getting the pass to Pimnon. Down low, Micaiah Sanders met with a right-handed stuff by Lennox Haynes, is quickly up the floor, trying to get it to Rogers. The body's falling on the floor, colliding, fall into the hardwood as Isaiah Sanders spin move in the lane, gets the layup to fall with the foul. And Isaiah Sanders, when bodies were colliding and space was limited, he is able to put a little English on it and have a chance at a three-point play. That foul goes on Braylon Owens, his second. So Isaiah Sanders at the free throw line with 1 free throw, and he connects. He's now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Isaiah Sanders with 9 points on the day. Here comes Omaha Central, trailing by 13. They've been doubled up here halfway through the second quarter. 4:50 to go. Evan Rogers dribbling through traffic. Cross-court pass, it goes to Braylon Owens. Down low, Elijah Wayne on the doorstep gets the 2 to fall. Elijah Wayne now in the scoring column. It's now 26-15. Lincoln Southwest with a lead and the basketball. Isaiah Sanders, Micaiah Sanders. He gets the layup to go. And Evan Rogers brings it up the floor for Omaha Central. Passing it left side, Lennox Haynes. He'll pop the long three. Missed it badly. And the offensive rebound into the hands of Braylon Owens as Lennox Haynes cuts towards the rim. Layup too strong. Defensive rebound cleared by the smallest guy on the floor, Isaiah Sanders, who splits his way through a double team to Mesker. Wide open three ball. Back iron, can't fall. And Braylon Owens collects the miss for Omaha Central. Lennox Haynes on the left side gets met by Kavion Reynolds. Now finding Braylon Owens down low. Reverse layup it goes. And it's 28-17 after the Braylon Owens layup from the right side of the rim. 28-17, 3:52 to play, second quarter here on 93.7 The Ticket. Lincoln Southwest with the basketball top of the key. It's Micaiah Sanders. Now Dakari Wilson on the right wing, flashing at the elbow. Kavion Reynolds, jump shot, short, and Evan Rogers collects the miss. Rogers, nobody stopping ball. He bounces it left side. Lennox Haynes thought about the three-point opportunity, but decided to pass out of it. Down low, it goes to Elijah Wayne. In the lane it goes. And Elijah Wayne gets two quick layups in the last minute, and Alex Baugh wants to talk things over with 3:24 to go in the second quarter. It's 28-19. Lincoln Southwest still holds on to a 9-point lead, but Central on a short run. We'll come back in 30 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Center, Jackson Kleinschmidt back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. 28-19 your score here at Lincoln Southwest High School. Omaha Central trailing by 9 to the Silverhawks. Mesker, he'll try another three-pointer. Can't get it to fall. Another offensive rebound to Micaiah Sanders. He gets fouled on a left-handed layup opportunity. He missed the layup, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. The foul goes on Trey Simpson, his second. Micaiah Sanders at the line to shoot two. Here in the second quarter, a little lopsided in the foul column as Omaha Central been called for 4 team fouls, while Lincoln Southwest has committed just 1. It's not a knock on the officiating at all. It's just being transparent. Micaiah Sanders missed the first free throw. Second one coming, and he makes that one. So he goes 1 for 2 at the line. It's now 29-19. Lincoln Southwest with a 10-point advantage. It was a brief 6-0 Omaha Central run to get it down to 9 before that Alex Baugh timeout. Lennox Haynes with it at the top of the key, passes it with the right arm to Trey Simpson. Simpson looking for help. He has not exhausted his dribble, now uses it, and that's going to be a carry on Trey Simpson. It looks like he wanted to pass it out to the left wing to Jalen Partridge, but Partridge quickly got closed off, and a little bit of miscommunication there between Trey Simpson and Jalen Partridge and the rest of the Eagles offense. And so quickly, Trey Simpson subs out, and Evan Rogers checks in. 29-19 your score, 2:46 to play in the second quarter. Lincoln Southwest up by 10. Micaiah Sanders with it on the right side, takes a screen right from Jacob Hecht, gets the ball knocked out of his hands, and then a whistle comes, and a foul is called on Jalen Partridge. That'll be his first. The 5th team foul of the second quarter, so that means for the remainder of this second quarter, the 2 minutes and 37 seconds, Lincoln Southwest will be in the bonus. And because of that, Micaiah Sanders goes to the line to shoot 2 shots. He connects on the first. Second one on the way for Sanders, it also falls. Kavion Reynolds subs in for Dakari Wilson. And Lincoln Southwest holds a 31-19 lead with 2.5 to play in the second quarter. BJ Newsom subs out as It appears Isaac Ackerman, checks in for head coach Bruce Chubbuck and the Omaha Central Eagles. Partridge with it on the left side. Now it's Evan Rogers. Rogers looking for help, uses the screen right from Elijah Wayne, drives right side of the key, kicks it out. Partridge, shot fake, now dribbles in, kicks it back out near side, driving baseline. Rogers gets heck to jump up in the air. He fouls him and makes the layup. And how about this, folks? That is now the third personal foul on Jacob Hecht. It was a risk from Alex Baugh to put Hecht back in the game after he picked up 2 early ones. But yet, he puts him in, and he commits his third. At the line to shoot 1 shot now will be Evan Rogers after he was able to get the layup to go, to make it a 9-point differential. The free throw is good. Evan Rogers now 3 for 3 at the charity stripe. It's 31-22. Lincoln Southwest with a 9-point lead as they have the basketball. Micaiah Sanders left side, it's Mesker to Impinen in the lane. No look pass almost completed to Micaiah Sanders, but taken away by Ackerman. Pass up the floor. Lennox Haynes now lost it. As on the other way, we have Micaiah Sanders with the basketball, unable to get it to fall. And we have a foul called on Omaha Central. That will go on number 10, Elijah Wayne. (31-22) your score. Micaiah Sanders at the line to shoot 2 and missed that one. That one barely grazed the rim. And a little bit of frustration from Micaiah Sanders. Second one is good. 32-22. 1 minute, 56 seconds to play in the first half. Nick Sander with you here at Lincoln Southwest High School. Last game of the regular season for both of these teams. Districts will begin next Friday as the road to PBA commences then. As Elijah Wayne has it on the elbow, down low. Ackerman gets poked from behind, and that'll be a foul on Kavion Reynolds. 32-22 your score. That's just the third team foul of the quarter on Lincoln Southwest. So still 2 away from the bonus are the Eagles. They get the inbound pass to Evan Rogers at the top. Now to Ackerman on the right wing, guarded by Kavion Reynolds. Bounces it into the fingernail, trying to give a go. And he can't get the pass to be completed to Ackerman. It's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Silverhawks. Just over 90 seconds to go in the second quarter. 32-22 your score. Baseline inbound for Omaha Central. They get it up top to Evan Rogers outside the perimeter. Now Elijah Wayne on the near corner. Gets it knocked out of his hands, and they're going to say last touch by Lennox Haynes. He was looking for a foul on one of the 2 defenders that were guarding the ball for Lincoln Southwest. Unable to get it to go. Lincoln Southwest with it. Dakari Wilson, top of the key. Now left side, Reynolds to Micaiah Sanders. Micaiah Sanders to Isaiah. Isaiah spin move in the lane. Turn around, too strong. And the rebound caroms out to Isaac Ackerman. Up the floor. Here's Yasir Grixby. Absorbs contact. Layup good. No whistle for Yasir Grixby, but he gets the 2 to fall, and it's an 8-point Southwest lead. 32-24. Lincoln Southwest leads by 8. Cross-court pass. Kavion Reynolds, trifecta, the first one of the game for Kavion Reynolds. He scores on senior night, and he now has 3 points on the day and extends the Lincoln Southwest lead to 35-24. Omaha Central with the basketball. They get it down low across the baseline. Great find by Ackerman to Elijah Wayne, who completes the layup. It's now 35-26 with 32 seconds left on the ticker here in the second quarter. Dakari Wilson with it across the timeline. He goes, working right to left, guarded by Lennox Haynes. 1 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Micaiah Sanders has it on the S of the LSW logo at center court. Far away from the basket, guarded by Yasir Grixby with those 2 fouls. Micaiah Sanders pushes off. Dakari Wilson fires the long 3 as Alex Baugh not happy about that shot selection. Yasir Grixby going the other way. Spin move. Looking around, pass deflected, gotten back by Omaha Central with 1 on the clock, a foul with the bucket with 0.9 showing on the clock. Evan Rogers will go to the line to shoot 1 more and try to take a 3-point play into the locker room. It's 35-28. Evan Rogers with the layup and the free throw to come. The free throw is no good. It bounces and hits every part of the rim, and that will be the end of the first half. That foul, by the way, went on number 23, Ade Impinen for Lincoln Southwest. That's his second, so certainly something to watch for will be Jacob Hecht, one of the Southwest big men with 3 personal fouls, and now Ade Impinen with 2 personal fouls of his own. At the half, your score, Lincoln Southwest 35, Omaha Central 28. We'll step aside, come back in just a few minutes with the halftime show here on 93.7 The Ticket.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too.
My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own.
Always in the driver's seat, huh?
Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot.
Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop.
Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with the child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hello? Hello? Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with your cell for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you from Lincoln Southwest High School. Jackson Kleinschmidt back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios, 1040 O Street. Appreciate Jackson for helping me out on a Friday evening. Your score at the half, Lincoln Southwest, the home team, leading with a football score, 35-28 over the Omaha Central Eagles. The Eagles trying to continue this 3-game winning streak, while the Southwest Silverhawks here on senior night attempting to snap their 2-game skid. So once again, Silverhawks lead at 35-28 at the break. Let's get some stats here from the first 2 quarters of action for Omaha Central. First off, Yasir Grigsby with 2, Braylon Owens with 2 points, Elijah Wayne dropped 4. Ackerman had a pair of points. Lennox Haynes, the leading scorer, came in averaging 14.5 points per game. He finishes the first half with just 4 points. And the leading scorer on Omaha Central's sideline is Evan Rogers. He finished it the first half with 14 points to his name. Lincoln Southwest head coach Alex Baugh, Isaiah Sanders, 9 points. Micaiah Sanders with a team-high 14 points. Kavion Reynolds hit that three-pointer with less than a minute to go in the second quarter for his 3 lone points. Jacob Hecht has 3 fouls and 2 points on the day. Dakari Wilson with 2. And Ade Impany, it has 5 on the evening. So those equal out to a 35-28 score in favor of Lincoln Southwest. An update from Louisiana in the top of the 7th inning. The 23rd ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers, they lead Louisiana, the Ragin' Cajuns, 4-1 in the top of the 7th inning as they look to start another road trip 1-0 after going 2-2 last weekend in the state of Arizona against UC Irvine, Vanderbilt, San Diego State, and then obviously Grand Canyon on Monday. Just 3 games this weekend for the Husker baseball squad against Louisiana. 1 today, 2 tomorrow, 0 on Sunday. There's a chance of some pretty serious rain on Sunday, and so both Nebraska, Louisiana realized there's probably going to be some chance for cancellation and alteration. So let's just play 2 on Saturday and get Nebraska out of there safely before any of the severe weather hits that area. So just a couple of minutes away from kicking things off here in the start of the third quarter. Your score once again at the half, Lincoln Southwest 35, Omaha Central 28. Want to thank our friends at Next Ag Appraisal and Realty for their support of high school sports all season long. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Visit nextagrealestate.com to learn how their firsthand experience can help you in valuing, managing, and selling your property. Remember, folks, every single time a high school player goes to the free throw line, that is brought to you by our friends at Lincoln Family Chiropractic. Visit them 1 block south of 70th and A. Just a reminder, as districts await us next Friday, for all your state tournament action, both girls and boys. 93.7 The Ticket's the place to be. All 48 games from Pinnacle Bank Arena. That's right, 24 on the week of the girls tournament, 24 on the week of the boys tournament. All 48 will be coming at you on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. For now, let's step aside. Come back in 60 seconds with the start of the third quarter between Omaha Central and Lincoln Southwest here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too.
My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own.
Always in the driver's seat, huh?
Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot.
Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop.
Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you, Lincoln Southwest High School, the site for our final regular season game of the campaign. If you can believe it, already come and gone the regular season, as districts will begin next Friday, February 28th. State tournament for boys state basketball will be March 12th through the 15th. So still got a couple of weeks left in the season, but regular season will conclude this evening. Just 2 quarters left in this one for both sides. Lincoln Southwest will have the basketball to start. Takari Wilson working left to right from my vantage point now here on the side of the gymnasium. As down low, Micaiah Sanders out to Kavion Reynolds, gets Braylon Owens to jump in the air. Floater, can't get it to fall. Aday gets the offensive rebound, can't connect on the right-handed layup, and Elijah Wayne collects the miss for Omaha Central with quick foul called on Micaiah Sanders. That is his first. So now Omaha Central still with the basketball as 7:37 to go in the third quarter. 35-28 your score. Evan Rogers with it, hands it off. Now right side, it's Partridge. Partridge working near the logo, passes left side. Owens down low is Lennox Haynes, absorbing contact, kicks it out. Braylon Owens. Good closeout defensively by Kavion Reynolds. Now on the block, and another foul, a reach-in called on Kavion Reynolds. So if you can believe it, 7 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. In the first 40 seconds of this period, already 2 team fouls on Lincoln Southwest. Baseline inbounder underneath their own bucket. Evan Rogers will be the inbounder, looking for help, throws it up top to Lennox Haynes. Haynes guarded airtight by Isaiah Sanders. Now to Braylon Owens. Owens working left side on Reynolds. Gets bumped, no whistle. Owens top of the key to Partridge. Partridge passes it right side just inside the perimeter. Now kicks it out. Elijah Wayne back to Partridge. Partridge to Rogers. Rogers with 18 on the shot clock. Down low, Haynes takes the bump, misses the layup, and it bounces out of bounds. Last touch by Lincoln Southwest. It'll stay with the Eagles. 35-28 your score here in the third quarter. 6:58 to play. Baseline inbound for Lennox Haynes and Omaha Central. Haynes, the inbounder, throws it up top to Rogers at the top of the key, passes it now right wing, down low on the block, flashing as Elijah Wayne, guarded by Impany. Now Impany can't get it to be a turnover. Central gets it back after a discombobulated possession, and Lennox Haynes able to connect on the 2. Back the other way we go. Micaiah Sanders in the lane. Layup too strong. Rebound tipped around a couple of times. And Aday gets called for his 3rd personal foul. And now Alex Baugh going to have to go with a smaller lineup as both Aday and Jacob Hecht have 3 personal fouls with 6.5 to play in the third quarter. So Hudson Mesker, kind of a guard-forward combo, will check in with 6.5 to play in the third. A lot of ball game left, 35-30. Lincoln Southwest at 1 point led by 13. They had doubled up Central 26-13, but now Lennox Haynes can't get the layup to fall. Micaiah Sanders cleans up the miss. Up the other way. Now that pass intercepted. Braylon Owens, nobody in front of him, and he flushes it down with 2 hands. Braylon Owens makes it just a 3-point ball game as Central has stormed back to make it a 1-possession game. Takari Wilson, left side, Mesker. Mesker passes it far side. Once again, that dunk was by Braylon Owens. But on the other end, Isaiah Sanders gets the 2 to fall. And with the foul, that foul is whistled on Evan Rogers. That is his 2nd. And now Isaiah Sanders at the line to shoot 1. Dribbles it 3 times with his right hand and fires away. And it hits the front of the iron, the backboard, and finally falls. So Isaiah Sanders now 4 for 4 on the evening from the free throw line. Partridge will cross the timeline with the help of a screen left from Elijah Wayne. Now he kicks it out to Elijah Wayne, top of the key, passes it to Braylon Owens. Right side, it's Evan Rogers, 38-32 with 5:44 to play in the third. Owens, trifecta opportunity. He hits it. Braylon Owens. It is back to a 3-point difference, 38-35, Lincoln Southwest with the advantage. 5:27 to play, third quarter. Dakari Wilson right side to Isaiah Sanders. He'll try to answer with a three of his own, just a tad strong, and Owens cleans up the miss. Braylon Owens passes it up. Rogers driving in the lane, cutting through traffic. Layup, no good, and the rebound corralled by Lincoln Southwest. Two-man game. The Isaiah Sanders right-handed layup. 40-35 as the pace is pushed. Omaha Central, Owens, layup falls. Braylon Owens with 7 points in the second half. And Micaiah Sanders has it for Lincoln Southwest to Kavion Reynolds. It's 40-37, three-pointer. Dakari Wilson halfway down and bounces out. Omaha Central cleans up the glass. Lennox Haynes down low. Rogers blocked from behind by Isaiah Sanders. Back the other way we go with Micaiah Sanders driving left side of the lane, takes the bump. His shot's blocked, had some spin on it. Now a full court pass up the floor to Haynes. Working on the defender, layup too strong, missed the bunny. Elijah Wayne cleans up the miss and is able to hit on the second effort. And Elijah Wayne has his first 2 points of the second half as the pace has been kicked up a notch in the third quarter. Isaiah Sanders, top of the key to Mezger on the left side. Dakari Wilson in the far corner, working on Lennox Haynes. Wilson, cross-court pass. Kavion Reynolds tries for his second three. It's well short. Offensive rebound, Wilson. Can't connect on the fadeaway floater. And it's cleared by Omaha Central with 3:57 to play in the third quarter. Here's Lennox Haynes crossing the timeline. Omaha Central has a chance to take their first lead in this one. It's 40-39. Braylon Owens with it in the near corner, down low, pass thrown over the top of the intended receiver, Lennox Haynes, and taken away by the Silverhawks. Isaiah Sanders gets bumped and fouled by Evan Rogers. And with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go, Evan Rogers whistled for his third personal of the day. Hit the road with your BFF. Explore auto loan options with advice from your best financial friend. Learn more at membersowncu.org. That's from our friends at Members Own Credit Union. Baseline inbound here for Lincoln Southwest underneath their own bucket. That was the third personal on Evan Rogers. He stays in the game for head coach Bruce Chubbuck. Dakari Wilson with it. Now they throw on an off-ball screen to Mezger. Mezger back to Wilson. Wide open look at a three. And the rebound caroms out to Isaiah Sanders, who puts up the layup, and he's able to get it to fall. Isaiah Sanders with 9 first-half points already has 7 here in the third quarter. Down low, it's Ackerman. Ackerman in the center of the lane, bounces it out. Evan Rogers, trifecta, and it bounces around 3 times. It bounces out of bounds, and it goes to Lincoln Southwest. It'll be 42-39, your score, 3:08 to play in the third quarter. Lincoln Southwest with a 3-point advantage and the basketball. B.J. Newsom subs in for Omaha Central, as Evan Rogers takes a seat. Also into the game, Yasir Grixby. Grixby, by the way, with 2 fouls. So that was something that sidelined him for a good chunk of that first half. Driving baseline, Micaiah Sanders tiptoeing the baseline, able to get the pass out top of the key. Now Isaiah Sanders, left wing 3, short on that attempt. And the glass is cleared by Ike Ackerman. Up the floor, Yasir Grixby kicks it out. Wide open look to tie the game. Well short on the attempt by Braylon Owens, but he somehow gets his own miss. Out in the perimeter they go, B.J. Newsom. Back to Owens. Owens, top of the key, splitting the double team. Gets bumped. No shot on the whistle, and a foul on the floor called on, was that on Kavion Reynolds or Dakari Wilson? I believe they're going to call it on Kavion Reynolds. That's his third. So how about this, subbing in for Kavion Reynolds because of some foul issues, Levante Crockett, who I saw play in the JV game before this one got started. 42-39, cross-court pass, Grixby. Grixby driving baseline, looking for help, gets his pocket picked. Great hands by Levante Crockett. Down low, able to make his presence known, and Lincoln Southwest going the other way. Spin move in the lane, kicks it out. Mezger will try for his first three-pointer, and he's able to connect. It's 45-39. after Hudson Mesker finally gets on the board. He's now 1 for 4 from beyond the three-point line, and it's now a 6-point Lincoln Southwest lead. Braylon Owens trying to answer, can't, and the rebound cleared by Dakari Wilson of Lincoln Southwest. 1:57 to play in the third quarter. It's 45-39 Lincoln Southwest with the lead in the basketball. Passing it right side, Uzziah Sanders. He drives center of the lane, beats BJ Newsome off the dribble, and finishes with the left hand. Uzziah Sanders has now tied his point total from the first 2 quarters, as he has 9 here in the third quarter, to now bring his game total up to 18 points for Uzziah Sanders. And with 1:39 to go in the third quarter, Bruce Chubbuck wants to talk things over. We'll step aside, come back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 The Ticket.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
1 minute, 39 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lincoln Southwest trying to get some comfort in this lead. 47-39, they lead it. They led it at one point by 13 points, and then they've allowed Omaha Central to consistently stay in this one, get back into it as well, and then ultimately Omaha Central has allowed a slight Lincoln Southwest run to make it an 8-point Lincoln Southwest lead. It's 47-39. It'll be Omaha Central basketball. The 5 out there for Lincoln Southwest: Jacob Hecht, Uzziah Sanders, Micaiah Sanders, Levante Crockett, and Hudson Mesker. The one of note, Jacob Hecht with those 3 personal fouls. Partridge with it all the way near the logo. BJ Newsome sets the screen for Partridge. He now has the ball. That's Newsome at the top of the key, passes it right side, Grixby. Grixby back to Newsome, down low in the elbow. It's number 21 for Omaha Central, Lennox Hayes. He can't get the jumper to fall. And Levante Crockett pushes the pace. No look pass into the corner, Mesker. Mesker now guarded closely, throwing it up top, over the top of the defender, Partridge, into the hands of Uzziah Sanders. Now Crockett gets his pocket picked by Lennox Haynes. Lennox Haynes gets bumped, and a foul on Levante Crockett. Crockett and Haynes still bumping back and forth a little bit. That is the 5th team foul on Lincoln Southwest of the quarter. And so that will now send Omaha Central to the free throw line. Lennox Haynes at the charity stripe. And it's good. One more free throw coming for Lennox Haynes. Haynes, the second free throw. Off back iron, rebound caroms out to Omaha Central. BJ Newsome collects the miss. Newsome has it, looking for help, gets it to Lennox Haynes. Haynes down low in the center of the lane to Ackerman. He tries to move around the right side on Hecht with those 3 fouls. Can't get the layup to go, and it's a 3-on-3 break. Micaiah Sanders working on the defender, Grixby. Gets stuck and travels. I don't think Micaiah Sanders was fond of that call, but I believe it was the right one. Less than 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's 47-40. Lincoln Southwest with a 7-point advantage. Omaha Central with the basketball. BJ Newsome passes it left side to Partridge. Partridge bounce pass just inside the perimeter to Ackerman. Ackerman hands it out back to Yasir Grixby. Grixby working on Dakari Wilson of Lincoln Southwest as Central working right to left on the floor. Almost getting it taken away from Partridge was Uzziah Sanders doing the thievery. Kicks it out. Ackerman, 3-pointer on the way, just a little strong. Rebound collected by Dakari Wilson. 9 seconds on the game clock here in the third quarter. Lincoln Southwest, Hudson Mesker, three-pointer on the way, short, and the rebound tipped around a couple of times to Newsom, up the floor, and that shot will not count if it would have went because Lennox Haynes shot it just a tad tardy, and 47-40 is your score after the third quarter. Your score, 47-40, Lincoln Southwest with a 7-point advantage as we enter the final quarter of play here at Lincoln Southwest High School on 93.7 The Ticket.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Hello? Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with yourself for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is the start of the fourth quarter here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Appreciate you listening on the FM dial, our mobile app, our video stream as well here from Lincoln Southwest High School. The final game of the regular season for both these teams is Omaha Central trailing by 7. They have the basketball first. Braylon Owens kicks it out. Elijah Wayne wide open three-pointer. Elijah Wayne connects to make it a 4-point ball game. It's 47-43 now. Lincoln Southwest with a 4-point lead. Uzziah Sanders with it on the right wing. Elijah Wayne just hit that three-pointer just a moment ago. Now Lincoln Southwest turns it over on a pass from down low to Kavion Reynolds on the far corner. And it goes through his hands into the 8th row, and it will be Omaha Central basketball. 47-43, your score. Lincoln Southwest with the lead. Omaha Central with the basketball. On the road, trying to win their 4th straight. Elijah Wayne in traffic, can't get the layup to go. But on the rebound, they're going to say Kavion Reynolds was on the baseline. And so it'll stay with Omaha Central as the Eagles catch a break. And we have a foul down low. And I believe this one's going to go on a day for Lincoln Southwest. No, it's going to be on number 2, Uzziah Sanders. That is his second. 47-43, Lincoln Southwest just committed that foul. Baseline inbound. Elijah Wayne can't get the easy layup to fall. And Uzziah Sanders needs some help as he picked up his dribble, and now he gets it back. 7:02 to play, fourth quarter. Uzziah Sanders with it left side now. Dakari Wilson. Wilson working on Evan Rogers, creates some space, passes up the shot opportunity. Dakari Wilson working on Rogers. Cross-court sling. Slinging the pass with the right hand over to Kavion Reynolds, who does the same now. Back to the left side to Uzziah Sanders, to Micaiah Sanders. Top of the key, taken away. Here's Braylon Owens. Braylon Owens going back the other way. Gets fouled from behind. And it'll be a foul on Micaiah Sanders, I believe. No, rather Dakari Wilson. No, it is Micaiah Sanders. Sorry about that. That's his second. At the line to shoot 2 is Braylon Owens. By the way, free throw shots are brought to you by our friends at Lincoln Family Chiropractic, just off of 70th and A in Lincoln. Jacob Heck checks in. That free throw by Braylon Owens, no good. Believe it or not, that's the first free throw attempt for Braylon Owens tonight. The second one on the way for Braylon. Also, no good, but the rebound is deflected and gotten into the hands of Omaha Central as Lennox Haynes puts up the layup, is fouled, And Haynes will now go to the line to try to do what Braylon Owens could not and make 2 free throws. So at the line to shoot 2 is Lennox Haynes. As he is unable to hit the first. You want to talk about opportunities missed. If you're Omaha Central, that is now 7 missed free throws tonight. It's a 4-point ball game. Make it 8 missed free throws. As your leading scorer, Lennox Haynes, has been held 2 for 4 in the first half from the free throw line and just 1 for 4 from the free throw line in the second half. Collectively, 3 for 8 from the charity stripe for the leading scorer for Omaha Central, Lennox Haynes. Dakari Wilson, Kavion Reynolds, three-pointer on the way, short. Offensive rebound, Wilson, layup, unable to connect. Tries to get his own miss. He does. Isaiah Sanders gets blocked, but a whistle and a foul. That foul goes on number 11, Evan Rogers. That's his 4th personal foul. (47-43), make it 48-43 after Isaiah Sanders is able to connect on a free throw. You talk about the differences in this game. Isaiah Sanders, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Micaiah Sanders is 4 for 6. While, like I just mentioned, Omaha Central has missed 8 free throws today. (48-43). Isaiah Sanders makes it 49-43. 5 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 6-point ball game. Braylon Owens going to work on Hudson Mesker. Gets caught in the lane. His pass intercepted by Micaiah Sanders of Lincoln Southwest. And Dakari Wilson helps clear it out. Dakari Wilson driving the length of the floor. Gets bumped and fouled. And now Dakari Wilson will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul goes on number 1, Jalen Partridge. That's his 2nd. At the line to shoot 2, it will be Dakari Wilson. Wilson dribbles it twice, puts it up by his shoulder and fires away, misses off front iron. No good. Dakari Wilson's 2nd is good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line, and it's now a 7-point Lincoln Southwest lead. Lincoln Southwest, Alex Baugh's squad trying to put the nail in the coffin here just under halfway through the fourth quarter of play. They lead at 50-43. Yasir Grixby with it, and he passes it into the abyss. He tried to get it to the left wing, a little bit of miscommunication between Grixby and Partridge, and it goes straight into the Omaha Central bench. Turnover on an Omaha Central offensive possession, and so 5:21 to go in the ball game, and Lincoln Southwest with the basketball. To Jacob Hecht, now Dakari Wilson. Dakari Wilson in the lane, gets cut off, now hesitates, looking around, and a bump and a foul called on Yasir Grixby. That is already the 4th team foul of the third team foul of the third quarter. The 6th overall, both teams with 3 team fouls here in the first 2 minutes and 48 seconds. So things getting called a little tighter here in the fourth quarter of play. Far outside, 3-ball, Hudson Mesker makes it a double-digit lead. It's 53-43. Hudson Mesker with his 2nd trifecta of the day. He's now at 6 points on the evening. In the lane, it's Partridge. Hesitates. He gets bumped and fouled and finishes the bucket. Partridge goes to the line. He'll shoot 1 more. That is Partridge's 1st points of the ball game. And that foul goes on number 14, Dakari Wilson. That's his 2nd. And the free throw is good by Partridge. Isaac Ackerman subs in for Omaha Central. Braylon Owens subs out. You'd imagine that Bruce Chubbuck, the head coach, will bring Braylon Owens back into the game after a quick breather. 4:52 to play, fourth quarter, 53-46. Omaha Central, do they have one final push? In the lane, Micaiah Sanders gets the layup to fall. Believe it or not, that's Micaiah Sanders' first points of the second half. Up the right side, here's Partridge. Bounce pass into Elijah Wayne, working on Reynolds. Turns around, layup short, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lincoln Southwest.
Number 23, Jay Mendez.
55-46, 4:31 to go in the fourth quarter. Lincoln Southwest with a 9-point lead. Looking to get it in. They get it up top to Elijah Wayne. Elijah Wayne to Partridge on the right side. Partridge looking, trying to direct traffic. Now gets to Wayne on the left wing. A lot of small bodies inside. Isaac Ackerman has some advantage down low, but Lennox Haynes drives in and gets the 2 to fall. As Lincoln Southwest breaks the press of Omaha Central, Kavion Reynolds cross-court pass to Isaiah Sanders halfway through the final quarter of the regular season. Micaiah Sanders to Hudson Mesker. It's a 7-point Lincoln Southwest lead. Long three, Hudson Mesker. He hits it, and it's back to a 10-point Lincoln Southwest lead. And I feel like that's one of those that if you are Bruce Chubbuck on that central sideline, you're saying we're happy with letting Mesker have that. But on the other end, here's Lennox Haynes connecting with a turnaround jumper. Risky pass, tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Central. It'll stay with the Silverhawks. 58-50, your score. Lincoln Southwest with an 8-point lead. 3:35 to play in the fourth quarter. Nick Sainert with you. Jackson Kleinschmidt back in our 93.7 The Ticket Studios. Isaiah Sanders has it at the logo for Lincoln Southwest. Kavion Reynolds now down low. A day with it for Lincoln Southwest. Has the ball down low, gets triple team, now passes out of it. Mesker tries again from the same spot, and the same result for Hudson Mesker. Hudson Mesker with 4 3-pointers in the second half, and 61-50 now shows on the board with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Lincoln Southwest with a 11-point lead. Micaiah Sanders takes it away in the lane, unable to get the layup to fall. Reynolds misses the bunny and gets hammered from behind. And Kavion Reynolds can't believe that he missed that layup. Nobody was around him. But fortunately for Lincoln Southwest, he will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul goes on number 14, Isaac Ackerman. That's his first. And Reynolds at the line to shoot 2. First free throw, rattles around and falls for Kavion Reynolds. Reynolds just with 4 points now on the day. That's his first points in the second half. He had a lone 3-pointer in the late stages of the second quarter. As expected, Braylon Owens checks back in for Omaha Central as the Eagles will try one last push. Down by 12, 2:51 to play in the fourth quarter. Remember, Lincoln Southwest doing this without their third leading scorer, Jackson Cruz, who gives them 14.5 per game. As it's now 63-50 after Kavion Reynolds connects on his second free throw. We have a timeout on the floor. Bruce Chubbuck wants to talk things over. Final stages in this one, 2:44 to play. It's 63-50 here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life. Attention Nebraska sports fans.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Just a couple minutes left in this one. 2 minutes, 44 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Nick Sander with you from Lincoln Southwest High School. The Silverhawks leading Omaha Central 63-50. Omaha Central with the basketball out of the Eagles timeout. Yasir Grixby with it. Lincoln Southwest in zone defense. They get it to Rogers on the left side, who splits the double team off the glass. Can't get it to go, and a late whistle and a foul called on the defensive end of the floor. That foul goes on Kavion Reynolds, his fourth. That is the fifth team foul on the Silverhawks. And Rogers able to connect on the first. So one more free throw on the way for Evan Rogers and Omaha Central, who, remember, as they hit the second free throw as well. Both these teams done with the regular season after tonight. They will await their district pairings that start next Friday. And on the other end, we have a defensive foul called on Omaha Central. That foul whistled on Lennox Haynes. That's his first. So Lennox Haynes commits his first personal foul of the day. And at the line to shoot two, Micaiah Sanders. First one on the way for Sanders, off front rim. Can't get it to fall. And it appears we have a technical foul called on Omaha Central, and it's going to be on Lennox Haynes. Just kept jawing back and forth with the official. He did not like that personal foul call, and so Lennox Haynes gets whistled for a technical. Micaiah Sanders connects on those two free throws, or that free throw, excuse me. His second free throw, and now Kavion Reynolds will shoot the technical free throw, and he connects. He's got one more coming. So you talk about trying to put a game away. If you're Lincoln Southwest, this is exactly what you wanted. 4 opportunities at the free throw line. If you're Omaha Central, this is killer, because here you are, Omaha Central, trying to come back into this one and unable to get some stops. Now Lincoln Southwest, because of the technical foul, gets the basketball back into the corner. Kavion Reynolds, three-pointer on the way. Kavion Reynolds connects on his second three-pointer of the day. It's 69-52, and that feels like the nail in the coffin with just less than 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Braylon Owens, top of the key, inside Elijah Wayne, down low, Ackerman in the lane, gets his shot blocked, and a foul is called on Micaiah Sanders. That'll be his third. Ackerman, unable to connect on the first. (69-52) your score. And now we have a technical foul called on number 10 for Lincoln Southwest, Micaiah Sanders. How bizarre is this? So Micaiah Sanders still kind of hanging his head, laughing as he trends back, just walks back to the Lincoln Southwest bench. Evan Rogers able to connect on the free throw to make it 69-53. And he able to hit the second one as well. So now Braylon Owens Evan Rogers is just going to stay at the line and attempt both technical free throws here. He misses the technical free throws. And now it'll be Omaha Central basketball with 1:51 to go, 69-54. So Micaiah Sanders now, I believe, has 4 with that technical. And once again, on a sleepy night, I've never seen a situation where the student section has been sitting down for the entire game. That's the case here at Lincoln Southwest. Braylon Owens, overhead pass. Rogers on the doorstep, gets the 2 to fall. That's his first field goal of the second half, as Uzziah Sanders has the basketball. He crosses the timeline, pushing the pace in the lane, gets fouled, and there was both Elijah Wayne and Isaac Ackerman down low, and it's going to go on Ackerman. That's his second. 69-56 your score, 1:22 to play in the fourth quarter. Uzziah Sanders at the line to shoot 2. First one on the way. It's good for Uzziah Sanders. How about Uzziah Sanders today? 7 for 7 from the free throw line. Had 9 points in the first half. Has 12 here in the second half. Now make it 13. After he is now 8 for 8 from the free throw line. 71-56. Your score, 1:18 to play in the fourth quarter. Passing it right side to Evan Rogers, and a timeout called by Bruce Chubbuck in Omaha Central. It is a brief 30-second timeout. We'll step aside with them. Be back in just a short time here on 93.7 The Ticket.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you. Jackson Kleinschmidt in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. Final moments in this one as it's 71-56 with 1:15 to go in the fourth quarter. We will, as soon as we know district pairings, we'll have a better idea. I would imagine there's a pretty good chance that we find ourselves parked at Lincoln Northeast High School next Friday night for the start of the district playoffs. 1:12 to go in the fourth quarter at 71-56. The pass to Evan Rogers near the logo. Here's Yasir Grixby. It does not appear that there's much urgency for Omaha Central. Down by 15, 60 seconds to play with 12 on the shot clock. Yasir Grixby, now left side Lennox Haynes. Back to Grixby. Grixby with 5 on the play clock. Lennox Haynes pops the 3 on the way, misses it badly. Offensive board. Ackerman, as shot clock expired. The layup is good for Isaac Ackerman. Lincoln Southwest with the basketball, up by 13. Omaha Central will foul, up by 13. That foul goes on number 13, James Mullins. That's his first. At the line to shoot 2, it's going to be Dakari Wilson. 71-58 your score. 37 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. The first one to go for Dakari Wilson. It connects.
Number 23, senior,
72-58 now your score. 14-point advantage. Dakari Wilson with one more coming from the free throw line. And he connects. Dakari Wilson, 3 for 4 from the charity stripe on the day. Evan Rogers with it on the left side. Rogers tiptoeing. It bounces off of the shoe tops of Elijah Wayne. And Micaiah Sanders has the basketball. Shot clock is dark. And Lincoln Southwest will dribble this one out as Lincoln Southwest snaps their 2-game losing streak. Omaha Central has their 3-game winning streak snapped. Both of these teams will have a week off of games before districts begin next Friday, February 28th. They conclude with the district championships on March 4th. The girls' state tournament begins March 5th, and the boys' state tournament will begin at Pinnacle Bank Arena on March 12th. So that'll do it for our regular season action. Don't go anywhere. We'll have final stat lines and point totals when we come back here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you, Lincoln Southwest High School, as the regular season has concluded, and we saw Lincoln Southwest improve to 13-9 on the campaign with a 73-58 victory over the visiting team from Omaha Central High School as the Eagles fall to 10-13 on the season. Let's get to some stat lines, some point totals. First, for the visitors, the Omaha Central Eagles, they were led by number 11, Evan Rogers, 14 points in the first half, 6 in the second half for a team-high 20 points. Second on the team in scoring was number 21, the season-long leading scorer for the Eagles, Lennox Haynes. He had 11. Then two guys were tied with third in points for Omaha Central, and that's Braylon Owens, who had himself a nice second half with 7 points. Elijah Wayne finished the day with 9. Isaac Ackerman had 4 points on the evening, and Jalen Partridge rounded out the scoring for Omaha Central with 3 points. You see here Grigsby, who struggled with foul trouble in the first half, finished with 2. That equals 58 points for Bruce Chubbuck's squad. For the victors in this one, Lincoln Southwest High School, Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks now 13-9 on the season. They snapped their 2-game losing streak. Alex Baugh has to be proud of a couple of guys in this one. They were led by number 2, Uzziah Sanders. Uzziah, 13 points in the second half alone to go with his 9 first half points. He finishes with a game high 22 points on the day. Second on the Silverhawks was his brother Micaiah Sanders. Micaiah with 14 points in the first half. Quiet second half for number 10 for Lincoln Southwest. Just 3 points in quarters 3 and 4 combined. He finishes the day with 17 in the scoring column. How about Hudson Mesker? Mesker with 4 trifectas in the second half alone. He, after a scoreless first half, he finishes the day with 12. Kavion Reynolds, one of the few seniors on Lincoln Southwest squad on senior night, goes 4 for 4 from the free throw line and hits 2 3-pointers for a total of 10 points. Dakari Wilson and Ade Impany had 5 points apiece, and that equals your 73 points total for Lincoln Southwest High School. Once again, Lincoln Southwest improves to 13-9 on the season. Omaha Central in the loss falls to 10-13 on the campaign. Once again, your final score, Lincoln Southwest 73, Omaha Central 58. Stay tuned for announcement on 93.7 The Ticket for districts and where we will be. Like I mentioned, probably a pretty good chance that we will be parked at Lincoln Northeast High School. The Rockets, with a really good season so far, have a great chance to make some noise in the later stages of the postseason and potentially even make a run at Pinnacle Bank Arena. So excited to see how the postseason unfolds. Districts begin for boys basketball February 28th. The state tournament for boys basketball in the state of Nebraska runs from March 12th to March 15th. Nick Sainert now saying so long from Lincoln Southwest High School. Thank you to my friend Jackson Kleinschmidt back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios, pushing all the buttons, and thank you to listening, spending your Friday evening with me from Lincoln Southwest High School. The Silverhawks, they're victorious 73-58 over Omaha Central. Till next time, we'll talk to you here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Attention Nebraska sports fans, are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome